would be my testing 1, 2. And then it's your test. Yeah. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. So let me just bring everyone up here. The girls are getting ready for day 2 here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as they take their warm-up free throw shots on court 2. Court 1 actually has the game. You can tell in overtime, 41 seconds left. The teams that are playing, the winner will advance to play 3N. And if you take a look down here, the team in black was the team who played second yesterday. They were in white at the time. Team Pure. So they're in black, and they're playing Steeltown in blue. Steeltown is shooting a technical foul free throw below us off camera to try to tie it up. They're down a point with 41 seconds, and she just missed both technical foul shots. So they will have possession. Steeltown in blue will have possession with 41 seconds left. The winner of this game goes on to play. Our girls waiting and now watching. Waiting and now watching to see who they play. Now, obviously, the game against the Cure yesterday, we just stole the ball, so now they have the foul. Was a game that either team probably doesn't want to play again. I think the final was 74 to 18 or something like that, and it actually ended 90 seconds early. Again, we'll play whoever has earned the right to advance, but right now, if nothing changes, we will replay a rematch of Team Pure. A timeout was called below us with 36.2 to go. And Steeltown is down at 1 point. So I want to think volume. I want to get.
I was gonna say, turn the mic up a little.
If I could figure that out. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So is he my second?
Yeah. Right.
So I'm live. So it's cool because it's grabbing the bars.
Oh, yep.
So let me do this. All right. So there is a little delay. We were supposed to tip off at 1:40 today, obviously. It was nearing 2 o'clock. And there's our girls. They've been warming up for about 15 minutes, which is good because we had a good 45-minute drive to, this is the University of California at PA, now called Penn West. That change of name occurred in 2022, but most of us know it as California, PA. Home of the Vulcans, so we're on their home court, but they divided it in 3 courts today, and we happen to be playing on court number 2 right in the middle. So I've perched myself up here in a catbird seat, get to watch our girls warm up, but I also get to watch the final of the game, which will determine our opponent for our Sunday matinee. Winner plays and keeps going on, loser goes home. So if we get past our opponent, we will play in the championship game. I believe that's supposed to go off around 3:45. But first things first, we got to get through this team. And it looks like Team Cure just hit a free throw, so they've pushed their lead to 2. So as it stands right now, we will have a rematch against Team Cure. I think that's it. She hits them both. So with 34 seconds left, Steeltown in blue has to try to do something. They have some time, but they're down 3. They're setting it up below us. I'm off camera, but believe me, they just threw it away. So now number 10, who hit some good shots against us yesterday, just stole the ball. So she's probably going to get fouled. And they do foul her. 17 and a half to go. She's going to get some free throws, up 3. So right now it looks like we're going to have a rematch in store. But hey, let's be honest. It's still an opponent, still someone that girls will have to respect. What happened yesterday, doesn't really matter to the extent. The girl that got injured in that game at the end is actually sitting on the edge of their bench in a booth. Right down there, number 12, you can see her in a booth. So she must have gone to the ER. And a charge call was made by number 10 on Team Black. So it is a turnover. Steeltown will get possession with 13.8 to go. Still down 36-33 there. They need to hit a bucket of some sort to give themselves a chance. But it's just above 10 seconds. They just inbounded. Here they come. They're at 10 seconds. Inside now. And they scored a 2-point bucket and called timeout. So 4.4 to go. Steeltown down 1 point. Team Pure will have the ball and probably get fouled quickly. So that's where free throws come in big time. Let's take a look at our girls. There they are, huddling up. Coach Pat next to them. And so, regardless of who wins this game below them, they're not going to have a lot of time to rest. They're going to have to move right over to court 2 and play to keep playing. Our goal is to keep playing as well, so with a 3-hour drive home, we probably should be getting home by 8 o'clock tonight. But again, got to get through game 1, or we'll be home much sooner. We will not have some happy girls. There they are, taking a break from warm-ups. Let's pan back to the game that is wrapping up in overtime. And the inbounds is going to occur right now. 4.4 to go. Team Black is trying to inbound the ball. They do, and they foul, but they took a while to foul. They had 4.4 on the clock to foul, and it took them a couple seconds. So there's only 1.8 left. So even if they miss their free throws, that is not a lot of time to get the ball up the court. So it's looking more and more. I think the percentages say we're about 99% playing Team Pure. And number 1 just hit her 3rd free throw in a row. So clutch free throws in overtime to try to seal this for a rematch against 3N. We beat them yesterday in the second game, 74-18, I believe. So she missed the second one. She's got to get rid of it. It's not going to be close. And that's it. So it is a rematch, guys. Stay tuned. We'll keep it here live. We will check the audio and the connection to make sure everything's good. We did have some problems yesterday with that. Hopefully we'll have a better reception and show for you today here at the California University of Pennsylvania in California, PA. I know where to find you because I think our family's going. I saw that, Angie. I mean, did you? Thank you. You just do the best you can. That's all we can ask you.
I sent this to them. I said, you're welcome. Here is Dustin's feedback.
It is. And, we have a hotline. We're glad to be coming. right, guys. So we are now focused solely on our game. If you caught the first 10 minutes, you realize that we're running late because the game that we are supposed to wait for, the winner to play us, went to overtime. So they're all done, and we end up playing a rematch of the team we played yesterday in the afternoon, Team for the Cure, and they're actually in black today. So if they don't change their jerseys, which they probably should, because we're in blue, there they are. They're probably already warm. They literally just finished, and a handshake line just ended maybe 2 minutes ago. So we should be getting going in the next few minutes for game one of day 2 of the kickoff tournament for the 2025 AAU 3N basketball season. Looking for some bling today. So, I will have to re-edit. That's all right. No, that's the first one. They're probably going to start. Like the website. Is that yours? Well, make sure one of ours. Angie, there's some bourbon in there. What? Yeah, I couldn't, then I wanted to see the scoreboard. Is that your beat? Not even on the So this is how they do it here, by splitting this nice court. This is a really nice facility, not gonna lie. And there's a big statue outside commemorating their the women's national championship, Division II national championship. They won it in 2004 and 2015. And there's a huge statue with about 5 or 6 players outside of this arena commemorating their national championship. Pretty cool stuff. Girls got to see that and then get to play here. But they have, because they're turning the court around. Team Cure will be against that wall where the scorer's table is, and Jill Walker's over there on the books, and you will not be able to see our girls underneath because they're under the basket near me and we can't see them. So the tip-off is about ready to start. Rematch from yesterday. Zoe to take the tip against number 10 in black. Our girls are in blue. The tip goes out. It was tipped by Team Cure, so it's going to be 3N possession. And to take the ball outside is Charlie. She's joined by Audrey. She'll probably throw it into her. There's no press on. Dylan's out there with Zoe. And Kate is on the other wing. So we're underway here. That's a 3-point attempt is short by Audrey. It's going to go to the other side, and they race up the court. Opening up the scoring is number 10. She hit a couple of those ringers yesterday. And 3N's down by a bucket. From the top, Audrey has it. Gets it inside. But back outside, not a Kate. She's going to shoot a 3. That's off. Rebound. Charlie grabs it, tips it out to Audrey. Audrey throws it out to Kate, gets it inside to Zoe. Zoe bounces once, puts it up, and no luck with the rim. She had some of that problems yesterday and seems to be chasing her today on Sunday. in a unique spot today. We're up high. We usually don't get this opportunity. But with the layout of the courts, it's just too hard to get down on court level. So that drive by Team Cure goes tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Team Cure. They get it stolen there by Audrey. She quickly gets it up to Charlie. Charlie races up to tie up the game at 2. Zoom in a little bit. Thank you at home for giving us some good feedback. We appreciate it. So the 3-point attempt's off. Dylan grabs the rebound and then gets fouled by number 4, who picks up her first foul. And Dylan will inbound full court here. We're tied up at 2. 12:31 to go. We can play 14-minute halves, so we're just underway. Outside now, Audrey and Charlie pass it back to each other, and Dylan has it and gets it inside to Zoe. Zoe finishes easily, not even contested. And if that's going to happen, it's going to be a long day for Team Q. They got to give some kind of mustard to our big, so we'll take it. 3N has the lead, and Audrey just pickpockets number 9, and Audrey's going to take it in herself. Push the lead now to 4. 6-2, 3N, we're under 12. Looks like we're now getting in our groove, picking up where we left off yesterday. There's a trip, and they're going to call number 1 just flattened on she did trip over Dylan's foot, so hopefully she's okay. As I mentioned in the pregame while we were watching the game before us, number 12, who got injured in our game yesterday, is now on the bench in a boot. So we hope she recovers quickly and can not lose much of her AAU season. 3-point attempt is off. Dylan pulls down the rebound. Now Audrey gets it up to Charlie. Charlie gets it inside to Zoe, who's not. There was not even anyone around. The closest person on the other team was sitting on the bench. Zoe gets her second bucket. Now 8-2, 3N. Quickly now, Team Cure brings it back inside. That is blocked by Dylan, and Zoe picks up the loose ball, gets it quickly up to Kate. Kate races. Kate goes up and finishes. So Kate gets her first bucket of Sunday. And 3N is putting that press on. Makes it very difficult for teams to try to break it. And 9 loses the handle, but it stays in her hands. And the inside game just tied up here and blocked there by Zoe. Audrey picks it up and throws it right back to Zoe. Zoe goes left, Zoe goes up, Zoe scores. Heard a whistle, but just from another game also being played. 12-2. And the reach in there is going to be on Charlie. That's her first. A couple subs coming in now for 3N. Molly comes in to replace Kate. And Shelby comes in to replace Dylan. Team Cure also blocking a sub. Shelby's defense forces number 9 on Team Cure to go over and back. So, turnover. Possession 3N. We're at 10-10 in the first half. 12-2, 3N. Outside. Charlie goes left and gives it to Audrey. Audrey gets it back to Charlie. She shoots a quick 3, and that's just off. Rebound, Team Cure. Almost stolen there, but no, it's a shot that goes in and out, so it's going to be ripped down by Zoe. Audrey throws it to the other team, and they come right back, but Zoe's still back. They're going to try to take it up. Zoe gets a block, and Zoe takes it herself up the sideline. Pulls up her dribble and gives it over to Audrey, who shoots it over to Charlie on the outside, back to Audrey. Now Molly from the outside looks inside, goes back to Charlie, who finds all the way Shelby in the pocket, gets it inside to Zoe, who goes back outside to Charlie. 3 points off, rebound, Team Cure. Team Cure trying to figure out 3N's skinny defense to get it in to the offensive zone to break the press, but they're in a very bad spot there. And she stepped out again. Lockdown defense from 3N. Seems to be making a huge difference in their ability to extend leads and stop offensive threats. So Audrey brings it across midcourt. Gets it up, misses, but gets fouled. And Zoe had picked up the rebound with no one around her, so had that whistle not blown, it probably been an easy tool for Zoe. But Audrey's going to go to the line at 8:41 remaining in the first. She hits the first, pushes the lead 13-2. And that 2 was actually the first buckets of the game, scored by number 10 for Team Black, to open up the scoring. Audrey hits them both. 14-2 now. Shelby guards out front, but number 10 brings it. Throws up a prayer, and it goes almost in. Zoe rips down the board, and Audrey quickly up to Charlie. Loses the handle, but gets it back. Gets it right back to Audrey. No one's really guarding her. Audrey's pass hits the backboard, but she picks it up herself, only to get out to Molly. Molly has it outside and is being guarded. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie finds Shelby in the corner. Shelby's going to shoot a 3. It gets blocked. Number 10 picked up the block for Team Cure, and now they have it. Trying to get back into this game, already down 12. That tip goes in the hands of Zoe. Zoe gets it to Charlie. Charlie quickly over to Shelby, and Shelby gets her first bucket of Sunday. Nice left-hand layup for number 1. That three-point attempt was very far, and Audrey got a paw on it and quickly gets it up to Charlie. He throws it up, but she gets fouled. Molly puts the rebound back, but the whistle had blown. So Charlie's going to get the shoot 2 right now at the 7:23 mark of the first half. 3N up 16-2. All right, zooming in. Appreciate the feedback, but I don't want you guys to have to squint too hard to see this. So if I'm gonna zoom in, it should help you, but I'm gonna have to keep zooming in and out. There's a steal by Shelby, who quickly gets it to Kate, who goes left and scores on the press inbound. And another steal. This time Molly takes it herself and goes up, and now they just pick 2 quick buckets back to back to push the lead 22-2, just above 7 minutes, and Team Cure has seen enough. Their coach calls a quick timeout. Take a peek at the scoreboard. There it is. Yeah, keep the feedback coming, folks. We tried a couple things last night at the hotel. We switched up some technical devices to use an iPad now that has built-in Wi-Fi. As we've learned that we cannot depend on good Wi-Fi connection dependent on where we're playing. So by switching up the device, we aren't dependent on whatever is offered or not offered. That seems to be have made a big difference so far based on some feedback that the connection hopefully is still clear. It doesn't fuzz around and lose connection. The acoustics much better in this arena. We were in a small high school gymnasium with 3 courts yesterday, and all the sound just came tunneling into the corner that I parked in to take the video, so that didn't help. But we live and learn, trying to make this as enjoyable as possible for those of you at home enjoying our girls as much as we're enjoying them here in California, PA. Back from the timeout will be Team Q to try to inbound and break this press. 7:06 to go, 22-2, 3N. There's a three. That's in. I think there's a three. Maybe they said two. There's a two. Molly, that is definitely a three, and that's definitely in. That's a three-pointer by Molly Moe. Push the lead 25-4. There's a three. That's probably not going to make it. And it goes out of bounds. Shelby to inbound. Gets it to Charlie. Charlie's going to step into a three. Miss, but the rebound goes to... Dylan almost grabbed that, but Team Cure has it now. Nice recovery defense by Molly to make that shot go errant quickly now. Kate tried to get it inside, but stolen on some good defense to get back by number 1 for Team Cure. These whistles are going to be these whistles are tough because we hear a whistle on one court and we stop playing and it's not for us. So that's always frustrating, but such is life. All right, back at it. Molly from the spot, she just hit a three and she hit another one. Molly Moe has been on. Yesterday, her games were so delightful to watch. And she has just picked up from yesterday. Hot Tamale just hit back-to-back threes for 3-1. There's a three on the other team. They miss. They're going to pick up the rebound and shoot just inside the three-point line. For a bucket. 28-6. Quickly now. Molly goes up racing and she gets, I think she got fouled. Yeah, she got fouled. Again, I'm not sure when I hear a whistle if it's our game or another game. So some of the challenges today. We have a couple of subs waiting to come in. And because we're on the second court, our subs stand right in the middle. And then their subs stand over there. So it's a unique design. We've had this design a few times, I recall. And I think at Run for the Roses, we played in a similar design for some of the games. Charlie and Shelby take a seat. Coming in is Zoe. Kate's out there, Audrey, Dylan, and shooting her free throw, but she misses as Molly. Rebound, fighting as it is Dylan. They're going to say jump ball. Stays with 3N. Now, Audrey throws it inside. Zoe has it, kicks it out to Kate. Kate goes left, gets it back to Zoe. No one's guarding her, and Zoe misses. Zoe is going to be wanting to get those back. The touch is just a little too much. Losing the handle there. 3N picks it up. Kate spins. Kate goes left. Kate goes in. What a beautiful move by the newcomer this year for 3N. That's Kate. Number 1515 does a beautiful spin and left hand with a girl in her face, and it worked. Rebound there on the miss. Zoe gets to Audrey. Audrey runs. You know what she's going to try to do? She's going to take this, get it up to Molly, who finishes. And number 10 is coming up limp a little bit. That's their scorer, and she's taking a seat. They're gonna have to get a sub for her. She just took a seat and does not look like she is enjoying her ankle right now. All right, we're under 3 to go in the first half. That's up, that's off. Rebound, Kate. Kate looks to get it to to Audrey. Audrey has it now. Audrey gets it up to Zoe, who's sitting right under the basket, and Zoe finishes. (35-6), 3N in command. Miss there, rebound, Dylan, over to Audrey. Audrey looking to snipe again, but her pass gets stolen. This is the advantage of playing us twice, is this team knows when Audrey gets that ball, you better be watching. And they are watching. They've already stole it a couple times. Now Molly has it. She gets it over to Zoe, back to Molly. I apologize for the horrible camera. But it was a nice give and go. But again, this team has seen us before, and they kind of know what some of our tricks are, which is we move the ball a lot, so you better be ready. And they've been ready a couple times. Now, Kate pulls down a far rebound. She goes inside, gets it over to Zoe, who finishes. The girls are just not getting back, and we're getting these uncontested layups. So it looks like a timeout's going to be called by Team Pure in black. 1:16 left in the first half, commanding 37-6 lead for 3N. So these types of games, you just hope the girls stay healthy. No one turns an ankle. We just saw number 10 from the black team turn an ankle late yesterday. Their guard, number 12, you could see her right there on the end. With a boot on, that's from yesterday. So you want them to be competitive, but you definitely don't want to compromise their safety and stay injury-free. But unfortunately, number 10 still looks like she has her shoe off. Maybe she put it back on. Hopefully she'll be able to come back into the game. Especially if you're going to sit on it. Sometimes you want to just get back in the game to test it, because if you sit too long, it might stiffen up. All right, we're back from the timeout. 3N's coming onto the court. (37-6), 1:13 to go. Team Pure brings it across. Guarded there by Charlie. The shot goes off. Rebound. Zoe out to Audrey. Audrey runs. Audrey passes up, and it gets tipped out. Number 4 race back. Now that's the way to get back. Clock's still running, so I don't know. Thought the running clock starts in the second half. All right, we're back at it. Molly gets a shot, just goes off. Racing back now is the defense for 3N to try to stop a three-point attempt that missed a few things. So, Audrey now, 20 seconds, quickly now to Zoe. I think Zoe's invisible because no one was guarding her. You can't miss her. She's right there. She's the big. But they're missing her, and they're letting Zoe just collect the easiest baskets in the world. She probably has, I think, double digits already. That's going to take us to the end of the first half. And you know, Team Pure's probably tired. They went right from the game that went to overtime to advance to play a team that beat them by over 50 yesterday. Yes, they are crushing it. That was Zoe's sister out in Farmville, Virginia. And Longwood University getting a shout out, recognizing that, yes, these 3N girls are crushing it. And they're crushing it to a tune of 39-6. We still have 14 minutes to go for the second half. That'll be a running clock. And when I say thankfully, I'm not saying it is a disrespectful way. It's thankfully because I think we know the outcome of this game. We don't want to see any injuries. We know that as soon as it's over, Team Black is eager probably to get home, lick their wounds, and we're eager to move on to the championship game. Keep this clock going without running. It's just a recipe for I don't know what the benefits of doing that would be. So we should be going pretty soon. What is it? We had a late tip. We're coming up on 2:30. So hopefully we'll be done by 3 and then rest a little for the 3:45. And again, that tip might be moved up. These games will tip off sooner if everyone's ready to go. They will not wait. We've learned that the hard way. And the crowd here. In game 1, court 1, there's a game going on over there. And then court 3, there's another game going on there. I don't know who we should be watching, if any of these girls are potentially our foe in the championship game. I'm not really sure. I'm sure someone can take a look at the Ohio basketball app to find out by looking at the brackets. But our fans are right here below. Right below here. We got a good looking crowd. Taking it in. Enjoying a Sunday afternoon here. Coach Pat giving some last minute instructions to see how we can close this out safely. The refs have come out of their chairs. They have asked the teams to make their way out of their halftime huddle. And so they oblige. Both teams are now making their way back for the second half. Bringing up 39-6. And I see number 10, the one that twisted her ankle for Team Crew, is back out there. Which is a good sign. All right, Team Cure opens up possession second half. And almost like the first half, 10 almost scored, but it goes off, Shelby at the rebound. That was a 3 by Molly. Molly has stayed high. Sorry for the camera, I'm trying to get adjusted here. But that 3 by Molly is her 3rd in this game and probably her 9th, maybe 10th this weekend. Molly stays high. Now, Audrey guards out front. And that's a deep 3, which goes off. Rebound stays inside. They're going to say Zoe fouled the shooter, although some would argue that was clean. But that would be Zoe's first, and the ref is talking to Zoe. You can see that. Trying to instruct her and tell her how I needed to call that because you can't get 10 blocks. So you get one of these, it's going to be a foul. There it is. So Zoe picks up her first. And who knows? I'm a little biased. Maybe she got her on the body. Maybe it was a foul. But we have video evidence. Anyway, 12:36. It's a running clock. She missed the front end of her 2 shots and misses them both. So, pulling the rebound down is Charlie. Molly for another 3, and that's in. Holy Bajoli. Molly Moe is in the net. Another 3. She gets 2 back-to-back 3s to open up the second half scoring, pushes the lead to 45-6. A whistle is blown. think they're going to call. I did not see the number who they called. Maybe Shelby. I was trying to see the ref's hand, and it's hard to see. Maybe you caught it at home. Now, Zoe and Shelby took a seat. Kate and Dylan come in. 45-6. The clock has not stopped. Quickly, a bucket now for number 10. She looks like she's back to healthy, normal status. That's good. Now Kate wants to get the shooting in, and her three-point goes in and out. That is a gigantic three. She just grabbed it from center court and just swung it up there and then just started running up to get the rebound, and it worked. They're still battling to get a basket, and it just took Audrey's legs off. Actually, Audrey's fine. Teammates helped her up. She's coming up gingerly. It looks okay. Under 11, 47-6, 3-end. Blowing the right ball. Taking a seat. Molly might just score every point here in the second half. She just turned on the afterburners and scored an easy bucket. And it looked like Dylan was just holding that paint lane open, wide open for her. Well done. Tipped away there. Oh, nope. Stays with Black. Stuck in the corner, and that defense made number 4 travel. Great job, Molly, on defense, not just offense. Here we go. Coming down the court. Molly's going to shoot a free from there. That's in. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to talk to her dad. Brent must have gave her some kind of special Wheaties this morning. I don't know. Could even share the secret, but she just hit another three. And Dylan gets the rebound, gives it to guess who? Molly. Molly crosses over, gets tripped. They don't call it, but Johnny on the spot is Kate. Her attempt goes off. Now, Team Cure tries to get out of there, and they fall on the ground. Everyone's falling down. Audrey's defense lets the ball go out of bounds. It's going to be 3-ends ball. Get some subs in. Taking the seat is Molly. That better watch that seat. It's going to catch fire. Audrey joins her. Actually, it looks like it's going to stay with Team Cure. Shelby and Zoe are back in. It's a deep three. That's not good. It's going to go out. 3-end ball. 8.5 to go. Running clock. 3-and up. 52-6. Give and go. Charlie and Dylan just great move to the hoop, gets fouled, and she'll try to get the and one. Just off, but she gets her own shot, goes left with it, puts it up, and gets 2 instead of 1. Good job, Dylan. Number 1 now. Penetrates. Goes in and out. Zoe rips down the rebound. But there's a time. Zoe was about ready to hit Charlie. He was broken up the court. And number 1 goes down, and she looks like she's also in a lot of discomfort. So Coach Pat brings the girls to the center of the court. Talk about strategy. Hopefully number 1 starts feeling better. She doesn't look like she's doing that. looks like that's game. We have 7.5 left. The final will be 56-6. Similar to yesterday's game, I think they're just they're running out of players, and this is all about safety. Always comes first, as we all know. We hope that young girl is okay. That's gonna be it. We're gonna take a little break and be ready for the championship game. But that's the game, guys. I'm gonna sign out so that you all can save some battery here. So we get ready for the championship game, which I believe should be at 3:45. But again, anything can change. We'll try to communicate any updates. So stay tuned, and we will see you later.